Coming up in SVG-TV News and Sports this evening at 7, Minister Leacock calls for renewed dedication as Public Service Week begins. St. Lucia to host CARICOM Summit next month, assume chairmanship of regional body. Britain announces sweeping social media ban for under-16s. And in sports, Williams sisters receive Wimbledon doubles wildcard. These and other stories coming up in SVG-TV News and Sports this evening at 7. Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Tuesday, June 16, 2026. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently being affected by a tropical wave. In a weather advisory, the SVG Met Services is urging motorists in flood-prone areas and communities near rivers and streams to remain alert. Radar imagery showed showers across mainland St. Vincent, resulting in reduced visibility at the Argyle International Airport. In its three-day forecast, the Met Office said shallow patches of moisture will continue to produce occasional showers into Tuesday night across the islands. On Wednesday, another tropical wave is expected to move into the vicinity of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, increasing the chances of rainfall. A further tropical wave is also expected on Thursday, bringing similar conditions across the islands. In other local news, Public Service Week 2026 officially began today with the annual church service held at the New Testament Church of God at Wilson Hill. The week is being observed under the theme Transforming Public Institutions, Advancing Innovation, Participation and Inclusion. Delivering remarks at the service, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister responsible for the public service, Sinclair Leacock, reflected on his early experience in the public service, noting that he was the first member of his family to enter the profession. He said the public service has evolved significantly over the years, with changes reflected not only in the opportunities available but also in the challenges faced by workers today.
All public servants work in a much more complex and uncertain world, yet they are all expected to deliver in the way that the public service of yesterday did, even while being more adaptive, creative, and innovative in the discharge of their duties.
Minister Leacock also commended the Public Sector Reform Unit for its efforts in organizing the week of activities, which are aimed at recognizing and rewarding the contributions of public servants.
Just so that you know, the Honorable Prime Minister himself signed over 1,000 certificates to be given out. Just imagine that. And for good reason, he asked that I do the same. So I dutifully sat down for dedicated hours and signed over 1,000 certificates with delight.
The minister told public servants that if there was ever a time when the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines needed their dedication and service, it is now.
Our people are depending upon you to deliver a very high and impeccable quality of service in lifting our St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the place where it can be, ought to be, and must be. And this administration, of which I am a part, are in support of the public expectations. And we ourselves commit to be exemplary in our discharge and to lead from in front, to have a St. Vincent of the highest standard of achievement and possibilities.
Activities for Public Service Week 2026 will continue from tomorrow through Thursday, with the Public Service Internship Program taking place across various government departments and ministries. A Public Service Digital Innovation Forum is also scheduled for Thursday at the Methodist Church Hall. On Friday, June 19, Public Servants Appreciation Day will be observed, followed by a cocktail reception for public servant retirees at Sandals Resort on Saturday, June 20th. The week of activities will culminate on Tuesday, June 23rd, with a public service march and street exhibition from Heritage Square to the car park adjacent to the ministerial building. School councils across the country are receiving training to better protect students from online risk. The National Training Workshop on Child Online Protection is aimed at strengthening counselors' ability to identify and respond to issues such as cyberbullying, online grooming, exposure to harmful content, and privacy breaches. Education Officer Shakiria Kamabash said that while digital learning platforms provide valuable educational opportunities, they also present growing online safety challenges for students.
Guidance counselors are key stakeholders within our schools, and that is the reason why this program targeted our school counselors specifically to chart the way forward in assisting our students, parents, teachers, and our community in how to effectively navigate the online platforms.
Director of the National Center for Technological Innovation, Petrus Gums, said the training highlights the important role counselors play in promoting student well-being and safer online environments. Participants who complete the program and ITU Academy certification will become child online protection champions.
Because they need to know what is it they're up against, and they need a practical experience to see how some of these things are created. Now, cyberbullying, harmful information and so forth is something that is increasing dramatically in our school, and it is very important that all stakeholders, especially some of our counselors, know the tools that is being used to manipulate this, know the tools that is being proliferate these kind of activity, and how they can put things in place to assist our students in school. But not only does the counselors need to get assisted here, we need parents to be on board, teachers to be on board, even lawmakers to be on board, to understand what is taking place and how the technology is evolving so fast. Everyone has to keep abreast as to what is happening.
We got different tools such as how to manipulate the Gemini and stuff, because some of the children use the same Gemini and stuff to do cyberbullying and those.
The initiative is part of ongoing efforts to ensure children and young people can safely benefit from technology while being protected from emerging digital threats. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is now equipped with advanced ballistics and forensic technology to help combat gun-related crime in the country. The state-of-the-art equipment was received by the Minister of National Security, Sinclair Leacock, during his recent visit to Trinidad and Tobago for a regional firearms trafficking workshop hosted by CARICOM Impacts. The equipment includes the integrated ballistic identification system and a bullet catcher.
Our own requests and our own initiatives to receive from the United States through CARICOM Impacts what we refer to as a bullet catcher and other technologies. Fundamentally, what that allows us to do is to be able to do great and deep analysis and to improve our crime scene work and to assist our forensics experts in being able to put guns to bullets, and to do traces of guns and bullets, to know whether bullets found here can be matched with a gun fired there, whether it was in St. Vincent, in the region, or elsewhere.
Minister Leacock said he was also given a tour of several security institutions in Trinidad and Tobago, which provided him with a deeper understanding of the extensive work being carried out by CARICOM Impacts in strengthening regional security. Meanwhile, the minister also noted that CARICOM Impacts is advancing efforts to strengthen regional maritime security. He said St. Vincent and the Grenadines, along with other CARICOM member states, is moving to more closely monitor aircraft movements across the region.
That one of the things that's happening within recent times is that since the Americans have been taking a very strong action with respect to what they perceive as smuggling of drugs in our Caribbean waters, and we all know those stories, and not revisiting that we have been seeing a lot of new aircraft movements within the region and within our spaces, because people now realize it's not quite as safe to move drugs by way of boats, and they're looking at moving them by way of aircraft and otherwise. I also have to pay attention as to whether aircrafts come to St. Vincent, come to our shows, and the visitation here is a decoy, that is simply park the plane and proceed to other things and other activities. I can't share all of that intel information for the listening public, but we are discerning people, so they understand what I'm talking about.
The minister made the comments during an interview with SVG-TV News in relation to ongoing investigation into a missing Beechcraft aircraft that was later recovered by the authorities. The aircraft had departed Agad International Airport before disappearing from radar, prompting a search and a rescue operation involving local, regional and international agencies. The local news will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
Welcome to SeaStar.
Welcome to the upgraded SeaStar Limited,
where we offer to almost all your household items.
They've expanded their range to sofas, dining and patio sets, beds and mattresses, wardrobes, kitchen cabinets, office furniture. That's just a few from the luxurious collection. Not forgetting their signature quality windows, doors, rails and bathroom enclosures. Journey on up to SeaStar, where the friendly sales clerk is happy to assist. SeaStar Limited, where quality meets style.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of, one that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones. And that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. We are proud of the quality and class we have brought to the industry. We are proud for having trained the very first certified embalmers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are proud of leading the way in terms of live streaming of funerals online, so that your family members overseas could also be part of the celebration of life. We're constantly improving our services. We are driven by customer satisfaction, and we are proud of all that we do.
New Haven Funeral Home.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They claim General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Welcome back. In more local news now, we hear that the Carnival Development Corporation CDC has announced the finalists who will compete in the Raga and Power Soca Mana competitions on Saturday, July 4, 2026 at Carnival City, Victoria Park. The finalists were selected following the semi-final competition held last Sunday at the decommissioned E.T. Joshua Airport tarmac. The Raga Soca Mana finalists are Claydon Dimes Roach and Enrico the Pixel Hunt, Mixologist Colville Shaley Vale Lane The Invitation, Delroy Fireman Hooper, Vinci Mas, Giovanni Gio, Anthony Collis, We Place, Hans King, Bacchanality, Javid J.R., The Artist Ross, Home, Keith Currency, and Jamari L. Plank Stapleton Alcohol, Kester Flanker Chapman, Land of Mass, Lee Jace, King Jace Bullock, Mass in the Place, Princess Alexi Deschong, Dynamic, Sean Andrew Nemblet, Sage's Show, Tyreek Diffusion Thomas, here to stay. The Power Soca Monarch finalists are Clayton Dimes Roach and Enrico, the Pixel Hunt, Do the Most, Darren Magical Ross, Whopper, Enrique Doubler Marshall and Sean Beats Niblet, Cannon, Garrick Icon, John Brave, Giovanni Gio, Anthony Collins, Hold Me Back, Jasper, YMC Alexander, Rum Island, Kevin Sicko, Shallow, Shut Up Your Mouth, Lee Jace, King Jace Bullock, Turnover, Lonnet Fire, Empress Ned, Mash It Up, and Done, Rian Mazard Primus, Lift Me Up, Shanna Kelly J. John, When We Reach, Tequila Thomas Latchman, Power of Soca, Utama Bongo Prime Ross, Riot. The Raga and Power Soca Monarch final is among the major events on the Vincy Mas 2026 calendar and is expected to attract a large crowd to Victoria Park. And the CDC has also announced the Calypsonians who have advanced from the preliminary round to the Calypso semifinals scheduled for Friday, June 26, 2026 at Victoria Park. The show is set to begin at 8 p.m. The semifinalists grouped by Calypso tent are as follows. On tour with 8 picks, they are Alvin Zianai Denny, I Feel Proud, Derek Mansick Alexander Y, Elvis Abijah Abbey at Don't Forget, Glenford Azari Charles, All Hands on Deck, Kenneth Vibrating Skates, Aline Havana, Marvelous Marvel Morgan, Keep On Trying, Robert Patches Knives, Bullwood, Utoma Bongo Prime Rose, The Messenger. Upstage, 8 picks, they are Bernard Reality I, White, Ban, Cecil King, A Little Bit, Liberation Yeah, Grinnon Nero, Save the Youths, Ken Liberty's Lyrical Melody, I Am a Vincy, Lornette Fire Empress Ned, The Search, Michael Oliver, Give Them a Chance, Chanel Mackenzie, At We Doorstep, Sheena Collis, a New Chef in the Kitchen, Graduates, 3 picks, they are Johnny Rebel, Hall, We Carnival Music, Kendall Wassa Williams, Coming Again, Kingsley Hero Roberts, Hook in the Gill, Dynamite, 2 picks, Shanika Lift Me Up, Kemi Christopher Hope, Calypso Cabaret 1, Grantley Iper Constant, My Party Lose. The reserve Calypsonians are from the Graduates, Abusa Nema, Abusa Cyrus, Dress and Skirt Up, Dynamite, Carlos Providence Rejector, SVG. The semifinals will determine which Calypsonians advance to the Dimash Gras Finals, one of the premier events on the Vincy Mas calendar. And that's our local news from the region. When we return, stay with us.
Welcome to Sister.
Welcome to the
The Ever-Ready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Ever-Ready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Ever-Ready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494, Ever-Ready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
$392,000. That's the Super 6 jackpot for Tuesday, June 16th. It's $392,000.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Welcome back. In our news from the region now, we hear that St. Lucia is preparing to step into the regional spotlight as it officially takes the helm of the Caribbean community. At a weekly pre-cabinet press briefing, Prime Minister Philip J. announced the launch of the 51st regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM. St. Lucia will host the major regional summit from July 5th to July 8th, 2026, with the opening ceremony scheduled at the Sandals Resort, St. Lucia. Prime Minister Pell will formally assume the chairmanship of CARICOM on July 1st, succeeding Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew of St. Kitts and Nevis for a 6-month tenure.
Our theme for this meeting, CARICOM, From Resilience to Renewal in a Changing World, captures both the reality of our circumstances and the ambition of our response. The Caribbean people have always been resilient. Our history tells a story of endurance, of societies that emerged from slavery and colonialism, overcame economic vulnerability, and built independent nations guided by hope, determination, and unity. But resilience alone is no longer enough. The task before us now is renewal. Renewal of our economies, renewal of our regional cooperation, renewal of our institutions, renewal of opportunity for our people, and renewal of confidence in our collective ability to shape our own future.
That's all news from the region. The international news is coming up next. Stay with us.
Tourism has many benefits to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It creates growth and a boost in economic activities, infrastructure development, job creation, entrepreneurship, and is a source of foreign exchange earnings. Supermarkets and vendors, bars, restaurants, taxis, tour guides, hotels, service providers, and many more all benefit directly from income gained through the tourism industry. Taxes collected from visitors to our country help St. Vincent's economy and its growth. Tourism is everyone's business. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Tourism is everyone's business. Yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it.
This Tuesday, June 16th, you can help realize your dreams with a lotto jackpot of $90,000. Your dream vacation, a university degree, that new ride, your new house can all suddenly be within your reach. What a little lotto can do. It's a lotto jackpot of $90,000. This Tuesday, June 16th. You have to be in it to win it.
Welcome back on the international scene. Now we hear that the UK Prime Minister has announced a total ban on social media access for children under the age of 16. Keir Starmer warned unrestricted access to digital sites is having an impact on children's happiness and mental health. Starmer hopes the regulation will be passed by the end of the year. We hear more in this report.
For many children and teenagers, this is playtime. Messages, memes, videos, hours every day on social media. But under new UK government plans, children under 16 will be locked out of social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, X and YouTube. Restricted from live streaming, some gaming functions and messaging with strangers. The strictest changes in the world so far.
This will change the conversations that parents have and the expectations of children over time. It will make a huge difference. It will make our children safer. It will make our children happier. And will give them more time, more security, more freedom to grow up, more opportunity.
The ban follows a national consultation with 116,000 people, where 90% of parents backed a legal minimum age for social media access. Campaigners say this is long overdue, that social media companies have spent years monetizing children's attention, keeping them online for longer, and exposing them to risks that parents struggle to control.
That's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
The weather report sponsored by General Hardware.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Present conditions: cloudy, breezy and slightly hazy, winds northeast at 26 kilometers per hour. Temperature is 26.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 87%. Barometric pressure is 15.1 millibars. 24-hour rainfall 63.7 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature is 28.1 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature is 20.6 degrees Celsius. Sunrise at 5:38 a.m., sunset at 6:32 p.m. The forecast: it is occasionally cloudy and breezy with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. The synopsis: weak unstable conditions linger across our islands.
The weather report was sponsored by General Hardware.
Good evening and welcome to the Evening Sports. I'm Priska Campbell. American superstars Serena Williams and Venus Williams will return to Wimbledon action together after they were handed a wild card to compete in the women's doubles. Neither sister is included on the list of singles wildcards, although there is one remaining spot still to be given. Serena, 44, made her comeback at the Queens last week, 4 years after playing what many expected to be her final match of her career at the 2022 US Open. The 23-time Grand Slam singles champion, whose tally in that count includes 7 Wimbledon titles, is playing doubles in Berlin this week with Karolina Muchova and will continue her comeback on the Grand Slam stage alongside Venus at the All England Club. 5-time Wimbledon singles champion Venus, 45, has lost all 7 of her singles matches this season, but won a doubles match alongside Britain's Katie Boutler at the Madrid Open in April. Wimbledon is set to begin on Monday, June 29th. Here at home in netball news, fun-sized netters humbled the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force team of 49 goals to 15 in Division 3 of the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Netball Championships being staged at the New Montrose Netball Center in Kingston on Saturday. Also on Saturday, in the Vitamalt Youth Development Division knockout match, Sion Hill Team 3 defeated Chachara Stars 25 goals to 21, and Country Meets Town Maple won from Exceed Sports Club Team 4 26 goals to 5 in the same division. Meanwhile, Dutch Lady Clinchers defeated Exceed Sports Club Team 3 28 goals to 19 in yesterday's only Division 3 knockout match of the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Netball Championships. Another 2 knockout matches were slated for this evening at the Kingston Netball Center in New Montrose. In cricket now, there were wins for Daphne United, Fairbairn United and OES Strikers in last weekend's matches of the National Lotteries Authority Top Belair Progressive Organization TPPO 2020 Softball Cricket Championship at the Daphne playing field. Daphne United edged past Country Meets Town out of trouble by 8 runs on Saturday. The scores: Daphne United 120 for 7 off 20 overs, and Country Meets Town out of trouble 112 off 19.3 overs. In Saturday's second match, Fairbairn United beat All the Boys by 5 wickets in a match reduced to 12 overs because of a late start. The scores: All the Boys 94 for 3 off 12 overs, Fairbairn United 97 for 5 off 10.4 overs. On Sunday, East Kingstown forfeited the game to Oya Strikers because of a shortage of players. In their second match of the day, though, Oya Strikers thrashed Duck Squad United by a massive 175 runs, dominated by the Williams brothers. The scores: Oya Strikers 208 for 6 of 20 overs, and Duck Squad United only managing to put up 33 all out in just 11.2 overs. And in the final match of the weekend, the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines All-Stars defeated RS Production Combat Warriors by 41 runs. The scores: Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines All-Stars 146 for 8 of 20 overs. RS Production Combat Warriors 105 of 17.3 overs. And in some local football news now, System 3 ended the season strong, emerging champions of the 2026 Vinci Soccer Premier League on Friday night at the Brighton playing field, where they beat Awesome FC 3-2. System 3 finished the season top of the table with 42 points. Second in the standings on 37 points with a goal difference of 42 is Leo FC, with Jebel third, also on 37 points with a goal difference of 15. Nottingwood Predators were fourth with 33 points. That's how we end sports this evening. I'm Triska Campbell. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices, then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Welcome back. Now for a second look at the headlines. Minister Lika calls for renewed dedication as Public Service Week begins. St. Lucia to host CARICOM Summit next month, assume chairmanship of regional body. Britain announces sweeping social media ban for under-16s. And in sports, Williams sisters receive Wimbledon doubles wildcard. Now for a recap of the local weather forecast.
The forecast: it is occasionally cloudy and breezy with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms.
On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I am Rochelle Batiste, inviting you to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news and daily headlines. Also, check out SVG-TV News in 15 weekdays at 12:45 p.m. Again, thanks for viewing and enjoy the rest of the evening.